Have you ever noticed that the more you chase happiness, the more it slips away? The closer you get to the life you think you want, the more distant it feels. It's like running toward the horizon. The faster you move, the further it retreats. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get that job, when I find love, when I make more money. But then we get those things, and somehow the happiness we imagine doesn't last. We feel restless again, setting new goals, raising the bar, chasing the next thing. Why does this happen? Why does happiness, or even meaning, feel like a prize we can never quite hold in our hands? That's the question I want to explore today. In this video, we're going to look at why chasing happiness often makes it elusive. We'll talk about the psychological trap called the hedonic treadmill, how meaning works differently than we expect, and what it really takes to feel fulfilled, not in theory, but in daily life. Let's begin. Let's start with happiness itself. We're taught, directly or indirectly, that happiness is something we should aim for. It's a goal, a destination. But the strange thing is, when we treat happiness like a goal, it tends to move out of reach. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. It means that as we achieve things, whether it's a promotion, a new relationship, or a dream home, we feel a boost in happiness, but only temporarily. Before long, we adjust. That new car becomes normal. That raise feels smaller than we thought. And so we start wanting more. Studies have shown that people consistently overestimate how happy external achievements will make them. We think, once I get this, then I'll finally feel satisfied. But once we get it, we quickly return to our baseline. That's the treadmill. You're running, but you're not really getting anywhere. It's not because we're ungrateful or greedy. It's how the human brain works. We're wired to adapt, to normalize good things, and to keep seeking. This was useful for survival, but in modern life, it keeps us chasing an ever-shifting target. That's why happiness feels like it keeps moving. Every time we achieve something, our expectations quietly rise. We tell ourselves, I just need a little more. But that little more never stays small. It grows with us. Social comparison makes this even harder. We see others doing better, having more, appearing happier on social media. And without realizing it, we measure our lives against curated highlights of other people's lives. This fuels the feeling of not enough. And here's the paradox. The more we focus on getting happiness, the more it escapes us. The harder we try to hold it, the less real it feels. It becomes an abstract goal we can never quite reach. But it's not just happiness. Meaning works the same way. Maybe even more subtly. Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, wrote that meaning can't be pursued directly. He said, don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you are going to miss it. Instead, meaning arises as a byproduct of living with purpose, taking responsibility, and committing to something greater than ourselves. Many people spend years searching for meaning, hoping it will appear through reading, thinking, or traveling. But often, meaning shows up in the doing, in the relationships we nurture, the work we care about, even in the struggles we endure. Ironically, the more we obsess over finding meaning, the emptier life can feel. It's like digging for treasure in places where it was paradox for thousands of years. Buddhism teaches that desire leads to suffering. The more we crave things, whether it's happiness, success, or even enlightenment, the more we create our own dissatisfaction. Taoism offers a similar insight. Trying to control life too tightly pushes it out of balance. There's a saying, the more you grasp, the less you hold. When we stop chasing, stop forcing, we find a natural flow. Modern mindfulness practices echo this idea. They invite us to be present, to fully experience each moment without trying to turn it into something else. Instead of reaching for happiness or meaning, we pay attention to what's already here. So what does this mean for how we live? If chasing happiness and meaning makes them disappear, are we just supposed to stop caring? Not at all. But it suggests a shift in focus. Instead of chasing outcomes, we can focus on processes. Instead of setting happiness as a goal, we can cultivate conditions that allow it to arise naturally. Practicing gratitude for small things. Building strong, authentic relationships. Doing meaningful work, even if it's imperfect. Engaging in acts of kindness or service. Letting ourselves fully experience joy, pain, boredom, without needing to label it as good enough. In other words, happiness and meaning are often side effects of living well, not prizes we earn by chasing them. The closer you get, the more it disappears. It's a strange truth about happiness, about meaning, about life itself. The more we run toward them, the more they seem to drift away. But maybe they were never meant to be captured. Maybe they were meant to be encountered along the way. Instead of running toward the horizon, maybe it's enough to pause, to breathe, to look around, and to realize the beauty that's already here. I hope this video gave you something to think about. If you've felt happiness or meaning slip away the closer you try to grasp it, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Thank you for watching,